Hey everyone, today is Wednesday and I apologize ahead of time for all the ranting I'm sure to be doing in the next few minutes. So, before I get to the ranting and raving that your videos caused me, Mike, I'm really sorry to hear about your friend Laura. I haven't personally lost someone that close to me in a long time, but I have friends from high school that lost a few people close to them, and I know how hard it is. So my heart goes out to you and all your friends. Okay, before I get into my little rant about the news and politics and whatnot, I just want to talk about a few things like Twilight. I can't believe you got sucked into it, Mike. I'm sorry. I think I know what it is I like about Twilight. I've been trying to figure it out for the last couple hours so I know what to say. I like the story, I guess, and I'm still like you. Like, once I start a book, I have to finish it. And I'm even worse. Like, once I started them, I just had to finish the storyline. Just knowing that there's 2 or 3 other books out there, it just made me want to read them. Even if I didn't like them, I'd still have finished it just because I want to know where things go. I actually have a problem with it. I can't really watch a TV series unless I've seen it from the beginning, because I really want to know how the characters evolved and everything. So that's part of it, or at least that's my excuse. I don't know, something about it's addictive. And plus I can read them in like a day because the way they're written. So that helps. But good luck. I hope you enjoy them, because I know it's not really my thing either, but somehow I've managed to read them all. So hopefully you'll like that. And I'm glad you're so excited about The Office. I know my former roommates in Santa Cruz are probably pretty excited about that too. I never really was a fan of The Office. It's just too awkward for me. It burns when I watch it, but I know the appeal. My roommates used to have Lost and Office parties last season, I guess, and that was quite fun. We made pancakes and watched them, and so I got a little bit into The Office, so I know what's going on. I'll probably watch the season premiere because of it, though I'm not like a huge fan. I've only watched bits and pieces from the last seasons, and I watched all of last season with my roommates, but I'm glad you guys are so excited about it. I am kind of curious now that I've gotten into the story to see where it's going with Jim and everything, so we'll see. I guess I'll see how I feel about it next week, see if I want to watch the rest of the season. What else did I want to talk about? LiveJournal. It's not really my thing. Like, I tried LiveJournal once upon a time when I was probably in maybe like a freshman or a sophomore in high school, and I'm just, I guess, too lazy to keep up with a regular blog, even though I like to. So that's what's good about this, is it forces me to do a video each week. But I'm glad that you enjoy it and you've gotten a community out of it. That's sort of what I've got from the Ning, but not nearly as much. But a few people I've met that I talk to, like on AIM and such. So that's cool. And there's another thing I belong to called Quarterlife, which is, it's a web series created by this guy named Marshall Horowitz. I never know how to say his last name, but he did My So-Called Life, 30-something, and a few other shows. And he's pretty famous. And he did this web series and like this online community. And I've been a member of that since it started, and that's kind of cool. And so I know some people from that too. So I know where you're coming from, at least from the community standpoint. Okay, Mike, you talked about hating the news and like the talking heads, and oh, I couldn't agree with you more. It's, once upon a time when I was a fresh-faced young college student, I wanted to do journalism. They didn't have it at my school, but I did like the radio station news and some other stuff to sort of do it on my own, and I really liked it. And then I sort of got more and more into it and realized how depressing the whole thing was nowadays, because I can't watch cable news. I can't watch any news on the TV. It just makes me angry, because it's not real news. It's not journalism. It's just opinion and stuff that doesn't belong in journalism. Fox is bad. Fox started it all. There's a good documentary called Outfoxed. I'll try and find the link to it. It tells how they sort of started it all, but they're not the only ones to blame. Like, everyone else is the same now, and NBC, all the major like news networks are that way. MSNBC is really bad. The only 2 I can bear to watch if I have to watch news is PBS, which is really sad, but it's boring, but they know what they're doing. the BBC, which is actually like my favorite program if I can find it, and the CNBC is alright because they're more of a business station, so they're a little more neutral, but it makes me so angry. Basically it starts, I was a politics major in college, but I got really disenfranchised with that too, and so now this whole election season's just been making me more and more angry, because it's everything I hate about politics and everything I hate about the journalism and everything nowadays just coming to a head. I'm almost tempted to not vote because I'm so angry, but I wouldn't do that. I do. It's just I don't care like which candidate can't use a computer, which candidate belong to this church. That doesn't matter to me. I just want to know what their policies are, what their economic plan is. I want to know all this, but I can't find that in regular news, and it's very, very frustrating. So I know how you're going with The View. I know that they were talking about The View when McCain was on there, which, you know, kind of pissed me off too, because you can disagree with someone's politics without being disrespectful to them, which none of the talking heads seem to do. Fox is horrible about it, O'Reilly and Matthews and all of them. They're bad about it, but so is Oberman's just as bad with conservatives, and it pisses me off because I may disagree with politics of someone, but that doesn't mean I'm going to be disrespectful to them, and they're news people who are supposed to be objective, which is ridiculous. What I do for news, which is really sad, I read the BBC Online. I'll link to that, and that's one of the few like real big journalistic organizations that I can actually stand, and they're pretty good. Although it's hard, they do a lot of U.S. news. It's hard to actually get like daily stuff. So the LA Times, the paper I choose. I used to do the New York Times too, but they're starting to piss me off lately too. I mean, I'll read occasional articles in there, but I tend to take everything with a grain of salt from them now. So that's that. And then I also read The Age from Melbourne occasionally, but that's because I like to keep up on Australian news since I live there. So that's where I go for my news, and it's just I could go on forever ranting about all kinds of things about politics and journalism, but suffice it to say, I'm sad. It makes me angry and sad when I watch news, because I know what journalism should be, and it doesn't have to be that boring. It can still be interesting, and you can have opinion if you just have like an occasional opinion show, but don't try and dress it up as the guise of news. So yeah, I'm sorry, I could go on forever, but I'll just calm down and let everything be. I hope to see you on Friday, Laura. I look forward to your video. I hope you're having a better week and that things are better. And I'll see you on Monday, Mike. Good luck with Twilight. I'm off to go study. I've got an LSAT in a week and a half, and maybe read. I'm kind of in the mood for a nice day outside in this fresh air, and yeah. So, and Mike, I do want some recipes too. I'll send you an email about that, but I'm kind of excited that maybe we could all make the same thing and see how it comes out or something. But yeah, I'll see you guys next week, and Friday with you, Laura.